how to start journaling for beginners to maximize your productivity. What's up everyone, this is Ian here, welcome back to my channel. So in my previous video, which you can click the link here, I show you what I have learned through journaling for 30 days. So some of you actually reach out to me and I understand that you have never journaled before or you have stopped journaling for a while and you want to pick up journaling again, but somehow you do not have any ideas what to do because you don't think this is effective for you. So don't worry, if you would like to know how to do journaling effectively to maximize your productivity, make sure you keep on watching till the end. One of the best ways to gain clarity in life is to journal. Basically, through journaling, you express your thought in a written form into a paper. Especially if you are feeling conflicted or really confused about a situation in life, expressing your thought in a written form can be very enlightening. And the best news is that you don't have to be a good writer. You don't need to have any writing skill at all to be able to express your feeling and to journal effectively. Basically, you just need to put your thoughts into a logical order, translating them into the journal, and basically you know exactly what you are feeling and why you are feeling so. So here are some tips how you can use journaling to maximize productivity. Tips number 1, keep it simple. When it comes to journaling, you don't need a fancy journal. So especially for beginners, my advice is just use a simple line book, perhaps something like this. Let me just show you. Something like this, just a simple notebook will do, or this is my own journal. Basically, yeah, something like this. Doesn't have any fancy design on the journal. Reason being, unless you are a very experienced journaler, where you can put a lot of nice fancy bullet points and whatnot, but in order for you to keep the momentum going when you first started out, just keep it simple. And reason being, I was there before, whenever I have a super fancy notebook, and sometimes I don't dare to scribble or to scroll on it or to draw on it because I was like, oh no, this is so nice, I can't, But when it comes to a very simple notebook, it's like, it's okay. Just draw, just write, just scribble whatever you want. Tips number 2, don't hold back. When you journal, don't try to edit yourself. Don't try to make it understandable. Because this journal is only for yourself. It's not for anyone else to understand it. So for example, like what I did in my journal, it has in written form, sometimes, see, there's a drawing in it as well. It's just let yourself flow. And you see, sometimes I write in Chinese, in different languages, sometimes in English. So there is no specific format for you to journal. So you want to write in bullet form, as long as it allows you to express your thoughts without any restriction. So just write. And don't try to think, whether people will understand or no. Stop that thinking, because this journal is only meant for yourself. Tips number 3, when you journal, focus on the feeling. So how is it like focus on the feeling? Because especially when you just started out in journaling, sometimes you feel very stuck in a sense where you don't know what to write about. So if you face this situation, always start with asking yourself, how do I feel today? How do I feel now? So that's what my practice is as well. Whenever I journal in the morning, because I usually do it in the morning, so then I will ask myself a question, okay, how do I feel? What do I feel now? Then I will start writing, I feel good, I feel a little bit tired, and then from there you will start flowing. So always when you first started out journaling, focus on the feelings and ask yourself, how do you feel? Then you will start to flow. So tips number 4, guided journaling. So like sometimes even though you're for an experienced journaler, sometimes you might just stuck in your own thoughts. Like I have too much in my mind. I don't know what to write down or what to express to begin with. So when you face this situation, what you can do is using guided journaling to help your thoughts flow in a more logical ways, and in order for you to pen down your thoughts. So guided journaling is some kind of it provides you a prompt, right? Like an idea for you to start writing down. So some guided journaling, you can actually get them online. You can go to Google. There are so many guided journaling, like a question. Basically, it's just like a series of questions where you can ask yourself in order for you to start flowing to keep your thoughts flowing, and then you can express them. So some prompt or some questions, ideas where in guided journaling you can use is like, okay, perhaps what are the past experience that's painful, which help you to shape who you are today, or another prompt could be like, think of the career that you have been in, and like what have you learned from that. So but depending on your goals and your direction in life, what you really want to express your thoughts in, you can use different series of guided journaling questions or ideas, which definitely you can get it easily on Google. Tips number 5, review your journal entries periodically. Going back to your journal entries periodically can be a very illuminating experience, because it provides an amazing clarity about yourself. With time and practice, when you look back at your journal, you can actually gain more understanding about yourself, like your belief systems, your behaviors, your thought patterns. Imagine you look back to journal entries about a month ago, a year ago, or even a few years ago. You see how you grow as a person. But the only thing is that when you review your entries, review your journal, please remember this. Don't belittle yourself. Don't judge yourself. Don't take yourself stupid or anything. The only objective and intention that you want to review your journal is based on the mindset for personal growth and personal development. So don't basically look at your journal like perhaps 2 months ago and how come I react so stupidly, or judge yourself or beat yourself up on those situations already happened in the past. But the thing is that you just want to learn from it. Instead of belittling yourself or judging yourself, ask yourself, how can I actually improve from this situation? What did I learn? What lesson learned did I gain from this experience so that it doesn't repeat in the future? So some of you might ask, Lian, what if I don't really like with a pen and on a paper? Can I do online journaling, like a soft copy one? Oh yes, by all means. So if you really don't like to write, you can always use online version of journaling, and there are a lot of free websites or free resources out there online. For example, like livejournal.com, that they offer free and easy to use interface for people to pen down, so-called pen down, to key in their thoughts online. But the only precaution that I would advise you is that if you decided to do it online, make sure it is kept private, and because you don't want maybe your friends or anybody or maybe your employers to come about your private thoughts online. And journal is meant for private and confidential, right? So that's the only precaution that you need to be aware of. Or else, by all means, use online journaling as a way to express your thoughts and feelings. So that's all for me today. I hope by watching this video, it has helped you in some ways. And by the way, I know that if you're not a natural writer, at first you might feel very tedious, and journaling is something take a lot of effort at first. But let me tell you, it is so worth it. You learn so much from that, and you would definitely appreciate it. And finally, don't set yourself any rules when it comes to journal. Just be free and express your thoughts and do what work best for you. Don't overjudging yourself. So if you decided to start journaling to maximize your productivity after watching this video, please let me know in the comments below, and so we can share our thoughts and how this journaling has helped you along your personal growth journey. And by the way, if you like my video, if you think my contents are useful for you, please subscribe to my channel so I know to keep on going. And with that being said, I wish all of you have a great day, have a good journey, and all the best in your personal growth. Thank you.